The following video shows the progress of my watermelons, cucumbers, cantaloupe, and zucchini before applying a treatment that destroyed them. Good morning everyone, coming to you with an update on the cucumbers, zucchini, and watermelon. Today what I did was go through this morning and do a really heavy pruning so the plants could breathe for one thing, and because we've had so much rain, I want to avoid getting powdery mildew. Also, I want to point out that this watermelon was actually the bigger one in the last videos that we brought to you, and I think that it was being shaded out by so much crowding of the foliage. So yeah, these have really grown since our last update. Right now the zucchini is doing really well. I have this supporting it because it decided to just jump out the pot, but it's coming along quite nicely. The cantaloupe was the last thing I planted, so that's why it's kind of pulling sluggish. You can see the bees are out here doing their job this morning. We've got cucumbers in here. There's one right there. There's another one, and yeah, so they're doing quite well also. The only other thing is I want to trim back that moringa plant that's growing. You can see it right there next to that pole, probably about 10 feet now. What you want to do with those is keep them pruned heavily also. That way they will put out more leaves for you. So yeah, that's what's going on in the garden this morning, and some of what's going on. We'll check back in next time. Bye-bye. As you can see in the photo on the left, we were already harvesting cucumbers. Our watermelons grew no larger than this after applying the treatment. Neither did our spaghetti squash. So what happened? I used baking soda and dish detergent. Before someone takes my head off, let me explain what I believe happened. I made a mix of baking soda and a well-known tough-on grease dish detergent that had bleach and other extra cleansing additives. It was the detergent that I believe created the problem. This is a picture of my spaghetti squash on the right. The zucchini plant began to do much the same. Don't get me wrong, I truly trust the use of baking soda in the garden as well as inside the home, but non-organic, chemical-laden soaps, not so much. So here's a couple of tips to avoid doing what I've done. Tip number 1, avoid soaps with bleach and degreasers. Tip number 2, always test the formula on one plant to see the results. In closing, I will try this treatment again for downy and powdery mildew, but with a more biodegradable cleaner such as Dr. Bronner's Sow Suds.